My name is Debbie, and I'm speaking to you straight from the Quick Artist Search Studios at Selassie Radio. I'm a producer, and you know what time it is? It is time for the lion to tell a story. Tune in and don't go anywhere.
Empress Menen, let's not get it twisted. She was a royal princess born on the 3rd of April 1891 in the province of Wollo to noble family. She's the granddaughter of the great Negos Mikhail, formerly Muhammad Ali. And if you read Haile Selassie's Ethiopia, my book, we have a whole chapter about Wollo, Ras Mikhail, the rise of Negos Mikhail. And this is a key part of the whole origin story of Tafari Makonnen, because Empress Menen comes from a family that was in direct opposition to her kingman being on the throne of King David. So you see the intrigue. That's why I'm excited to write the future volumes of Haile Selassie's Ethiopia, because people don't know story yet. This is an epic love story, the story of Haile Selassie and Empress Menen. It's an epic love story and mate selection. She was the daughter of Sihin Mikhail and a great nobleman who was Asfa janitor of Ambessel. And I know say my pronunciation is not the best, but see with me because we're telling the story. So she comes from the daughter of Ras Mikhail, whose name was Sehin Mikhail, and she was the daughter of Asfa janitor of the Ambessel region. So these were noble people. She had a noble birth, born into a noble house. You know, she was a princess. But her blessing was also her curse, because she was given in marriage to secure alliances from a young age. You know, she had married 4 times before she married to His Majesty, and she married His Majesty when she was only the age of 20. You know, so her first marriage was at the age of 9. So she was a victim of child marriage. We have to look at it through the lens of the time, because in those times you weren't guaranteed to live to even 30. You know, this was an ancient time when we talk about Ethiopia of the 19th century, you know, the 1890s, them time there. We're also coming off of the Kefu Khan, which was the evil days, one of the worst famine. So as soon as a woman see her period, she was married off, and, you know, Empress Menen had that fate and had children, had 4 children during this period of turbulence where these political marriages were being dissolved, and she had no say over this. She's a little girl. You can imagine. Now, Ras Mikhail has a son named Lijayasu. So that would have been Empress Menen's uncle. His sister, Sahin Mikhail, have a daughter, and Lijayasu realized when he see the young Tafari Makonnen, you know, there's an energy. You know, they were at some functions, and according to the testimony, there's some energy there, and Lijayasu, not a fool, so he notices. And at this time, you know, there's murmurings, because Tafari is not a normal youth, or Tafedi, from the Ethiopian perspective. You know, diligent in his studies, excellent in all of his doings, you know, quiet, reserved, but he's an overachiever, you know. And among the princes, this is noticeable. You know, he also is controlling one of the most powerful armies because of the loyal soldiers that he inherited from his father Ras Makonnen. So it's not a youth without him Bakative, you know, out of Harar region. So everybody's looking at this youth, and Lich Tafari noticed that he and the niece have a vibes. So a union is arranged. Ras Mikael arranges this, and things happen. They're married in 1911, July 27th. And this is where one of the reasons that I got married, because studying His Majesty, I saw that he was married to Empress Menen. And this is why in Rastafari, marriage is such an important institution. And I'm going to be doing a lot of content on the institution of marriage and the importance of marriage. And because it's Empress Menen Strong, she was married to His Majesty in 1911. I think it's important because marriage is the building block of the society. Marriage is not about romantic love like how it was said in the West. And I did a show on courting and dating where we talked about the origin of this ideal of romantic love. Ancient time and throughout history, marriage has always been about families and the unification of families. Families vetted suitors for their children. That's why you have to come with a dowry. In some cultures, you have to bring 2 cows. These things were important as the bedrock of society, and it's broken down not only in the wider society but among Rastafari because we have so many broken homes.
Yeah. Well, Haile Selassie the first of the Almighty, and this is the Charles Match Kwasi. Well, the global groundation, this one is for the black family. Well, since we're talking about the queens then, would I have to talk about Empress Menen? Well then, man a big up all him girlfriend, not say nothing about Empress Menen. Well then, go on chant until the world end. Would I have to talk about Empress Menen? Well then, all the girls we defend, have to talk about Empress Menen. Well then, married in 1911, with a love that comes from heaven. Well then, you can tell all of your brethren, she raised Haile Selassie, I children. Then, and she never deviate, never complain when the king a work late. Always got food up on the youth template. Oh, what a joy to see a smile on her face. So full of grace that she the Vatican hate. Well then, all the people rejoice, Empress Menen are the children's choice. Well then, since you're talking about the queens then, would I have to talk about Empress Menen? Well then, a man a big up all him girlfriend, not say nothing about Empress Menen. Well then, if we chant until the world end, would I have to talk about Empress Menen? Well then, all the girls we defend, have to talk about Empress Menen. Well then, well, the Jaya so daddy come with a dirty plan fi come destroy the family. One come separate the king from the queen. With the Ottomans him come set up a dirty scheme. King Rastafari ride and come in and destroy those boys we try intervene. Empress Menen so pure and clean, and this Selassie I me know say him a the supreme. Tell Babylon say a dream, them a dream we come fi burn down them romance scheme. Well then, since you talking about the queens then, have to talk about Empress Menen. Well then, coulda chant until the world end. Have to talk about Empress Menen. Well then, a man a big up all him girlfriend, not say nothing about Empress Menen. Well then, all the girls we defend, have to talk about Empress Menen. Well then, Queen Mother for the earth, remember she gave Haile Selassie youth birth. World War II she was so hard at work, heal all the soldiers when they get hurt. So full of grace she dressed up in a long skirt. Use her money to build school and church, just a smile on her face that make me know what life's worth. Well then, all the people rejoice, Empress Menen are the children's choice. Sila.